just arrived in Macedonia, crossing the border from Kosovo. Macedonia is well known for its mix of Balkan countries, mixed all together in one country, and all the beautiful landscape and traditional foods and beautiful cities. It's a very historic country. We are moving towards our first destination, which is Ohrid, and it is a city known for being right next to a big lake which is connecting Macedonia and Albania. So here we go. This is the old town entrance of Ohrid. It's starting right over here, and it starts with a brick wall. It's a town near the big Lake Ohrid, which is connecting Albania and Macedonia. Ohrid is known for its many churches, and it's also known as the Jerusalem of the Balkans. So Ohrid is known for its small streets here and cobblestone pathways. I'll be walking around this little city here and see the churches and maybe the fortress here as well. I think it's a pretty cool place already. The Macedonian flag there at the end. We are close to the lake, but not all the way. Here we can see some of the lake. Oh my God. An old boat. So fun fact, Macedonia, or North Macedonia as it officially is called, it's my country number 40, North Macedonia. So it's a milestone for me. I think it's a good place to call it my number 40 country. Lots of little beautiful gardens here with flowers and peppers and stuff like that. Old city vibes. Also some gnomes. Pretty fun. We are moving towards the tallest church here in Ohrid, which is also where we can get the best viewpoints of the lake and the city. There's not many cars here, but there are some cars that's coming along the road here, and some motorcycles. Here are all the churches, but we're going to this one. Should be the one at the highest point. Some weddings going on here. Lots of weddings here the last couple of days in Kosovo and Macedonia as well. So I mixed the churches together, but this is St. Clement's monastery, and it's also an important place here in Ohrid. This is actually one of the oldest Christian sites in the whole region. And St. Clement, he was a disciple of Saint Cyril and Methodius. I don't know who they are, but that's what he was. Oh, there's a wedding going on right here. Didn't know that. So yeah, this place isn't just beautiful, but it also has a cultural and religious part of the history that shaped the region around here. It is mostly a Christian area, this. A lot of frescoes as well. As you can see here, it's from the 9th century to the 15th century. And apparently, Luigi, could you tell us about the one man in the fresco here?
Yes, this is Paulus. Paulus came 300 years or so after Jesus Christ's death, and he wrote many of the books in the New Testament. and supposedly he was inspired by the Holy Spirit to write them. So what he wrote came down from the Holy Spirit. Is the 100 years after Jesus' death.
Then Paulus came.
Then Paulus came.
Okay,
yes.
so a little correction here.
Is the claim, yes.
All right, so that's what most of modern Christianity is
built
based
upon,
on today.
yes.
The Orthodox, or both of them.
Actually, the New Testament itself is based on Paulus' writings,
Yes.
which is a compilation of maybe half of the book. He wrote the Corinthians letters, Galatians, Philippians, and others. Most of his letters were written between around 50 and 60 AD, which is 60 years after Jesus' death.
Okay, so still recently after his death.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for the correction, Luigi.
Yes, I'm sorry for being mistaken.
It's alright, we're all human. I'm only human after all. It's a beautiful church. I don't know if it's an Orthodox church. I think it is, because the Orthodox typically has much more frescoes and pictures in their church. I don't know what this is. Hold.
It's the oldest mirror in the world.
Great. From here we'll take the path down to another viewpoint, and the church on the whole way on the top, which I mixed together. That's the one we really want to see. Ohrid is very beautiful, except trash mountains. Not as beautiful. Reminds me of India. Smaller of the churches, but this one is the one with the great view just by the sea, unlike the other one, which is a little bit further away. Like, I really love how beautiful this lake is. It's just over there. Albania is, connects the two countries. This old city of Ohrid. There's also a lot of cafes and some beach stools down there where you can maybe jump into the lake. Great lake. So all of these churches are pretty old. This one is also probably about 1,000 years old. This one is Church St. John Cyrillian Kaneo. Yes, sorry for butchering the name. I'm not very good at Macedonian or Greek names. Beautiful, very beautiful. You can also go around here. There's a cliff just beside the church here. Oh, that's not for tall people like me. I'm just gonna hit my head here, so let's just bow down. So you have to pay €3 to get inside of the church, but around it is free. It's okay, I don't have to enter it. Or we saw another church, we don't have to see all the churches
in the world. But we need to see the beautiful sights. It's pretty cloudy today as well. There are some people around here, but I don't think it's too overcrowded and too touristic. We are also out of peak season, so that helps not being too overcrowded. Because I get on top of the cliff here to get a better view of the church. There's a cliff here where you can take pictures if you want to. Which we didn't feel like. Nearing the fortress of Ohrid. It is rugged terrain here. It's quite difficult to walk on actually. There's also a little forest here close by. Pine trees. Smells good actually. But we are close by. And after that we will have some nice dinner. Preferably some fish and chips. So here is Ohrid fortress with a gigantic Macedonian flag in background here. Unfortunately it's closed at 16 o'clock. We were a little too slow. But this is the biggest fortress here in Macedonia, and it was built 200 years before Christ in Levi time. It has been the fortress in the Roman, Ottoman and so on rule. It's been well used and it still stands here. Over 2,000 years old. Sadly it's closed, but we can just see the entrance here. Churches here are inspired by Armenian architecture, I'm getting told. So we came to this pizzeria here in Ohrid. It's called Via Sacra. We were supposed to go to a fish house, but the majority voted against it. So now we're eating pizza instead. So here we have our first dinner in Macedonia with some delicious. Wow. So this one is a traditional, damn I can't remember the name, Pastirma I think he said. Pastirma with chicken, looks very crispy. And this one I'm very interested in is with free mushrooms, which should be a very popular and good pizza. A mushroom here. Whoa. It is wood oven pizza. So it has three kind of mushrooms. Not something I would normally eat, but the bread and the cheese is very delicious and the mushrooms are very creamy. So even though it's not something I would usually take, it's very good. So I would give it like 8.5 out of 10. Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
There's some sarma with some meat.
Oh, the kålsarten was sindssygt.
Oh, nice.
Anyways, let's try this. It looks like there's no sauce underneath, no tomato sauce like the pizzas. I think this would go well with some cheese, but there has no cheese. It's kind of a little bland actually. It should have some tomato sauce or cheese. But the bread is as good as the pizza. But I prefer the pizza. I would give this like 6 out of 10 because the chicken doesn't have a lot of flavor. Yeah, but the bread is very good.